We are live. A big bulla to everyone. We're here again for another live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Just before we start this session, let me introduce myself. For those who don't know me, who's going to watch the replay or who's going to watch the live, is that my name is Davina and I'm from the beautiful islands of Fiji. I reside here in New Zealand by choice. I'm a mentor by profession. I'm a finance professional with 20 years of corporate finance experience. And I love to come onto the online space to educate, inspire, and encourage finance professionals and hardworking people who are looking for flexibility, opportunity, or creating a life where you have options, choices, and spend your time, precious time with your loved ones, and do not have to worry about who's going to pay the bills because this business does give you that passive income. So, moving forward on today's session, we came up with a topic that when we were growing up, for example, what did our parents taught us in terms of the issue when we discussed the message about money? Because most of the time these are something is always talked about in every household, and they always, I would see, is that something that we did not talk very openly about. Many families, what we do is we learn about money is by watching, not necessarily by having conversations about it and real conversations about it. I remember seeing, for example, grown-ups around us, they do work hard, they make so much sacrifices, and they do whatever they can in order to have a family that, gets what they needed to manage through. And the method was very simple. Work hard, be responsible, don't waste your money, look after your family, and save when you can. And those lessons, like for example, for a person like myself, stayed because I grew up without a parent. So I used to see a lot of situations where money was a challenge, and it's something that you really had to work for it. There were sometimes, you learn to appreciate things, but sometimes, so what happens is people, family, they teach you and they try to help you along the process, but you still are figuring out or your own emotions, and every challenges will teach you something. So I'll pass it on the floor to Sita to introduce herself, give her insights on today's topic. So over to you, Sita.
Thank you so much, Tavina. It's always a pleasure to be on this platform, chatting to someone or anyone listening to us on what we do and what we are discussing on each day's topic. Before we dive into the topic for today, I will introduce myself. My name is Sita. Those who don't know me, who are coming on my platform for the first time, I am a mom. I live here in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe. As you all know, we come to foreign countries for greener pastures. I came in this country, to pursue my career because I had a dream to become a nurse, and I achieved that. Because once you believe in yourself and carry that dream that you want to achieve, regardless whether you've got the means or no means, but that dream never dies. It stays there until you get that opportunity to pursue it. And I pursued my career and I became a nurse. And it didn't end there. I realized that I was always at work, busy working, but never at home with my family. Each time I'm at home, I am tired. Even when I'm traveling, I'm trying to escape the lifestyle that I was living. So, yay, I tried to look for something different that brought me on this online space. That's why you see me coming here now and again, and very often with different business partners. And today I'm with Sis Davina, all the way from New Zealand. See, I am in UK and she's in New Zealand. But anyone looking at us will be thinking, oh, maybe we are in the same room or we are both in UK. That's how global this our business is. So the topic for today is quite interesting because, as this Davina said, I can't remember sitting down with my parents talking about money, telling me what money is all about. What I used to hear them saying, money doesn't grow on trees, of which we also still tell our children if they ask for money. And we're told to work hard and save what you can, but we didn't know why we have to save what we can, because each day we live, you save whatever you can and buy whatever you need, go and look for another money. We never knew that you have to save up for tomorrow or do something, or we're told just to get a job and you will be secure. That is what we're looking forward to, that once I've got a job, I'll be fine because I'll be paid money, and money will allow me to pay my living and buy food, buy my clothes, and pay whatever bills that need to be paid for, and nothing else. Don't take any risk, because any money that you had, you will save up for next time. If you want to travel, you know that I've got my little pocket money saved up under the bed or under the pillow or somewhere, because some of us grew up in a village. We never knew any bank account until we reached an age where we thought, oh, now I'm grown up, there are bank accounts. Then that's when we started having those. And we're also told that money is difficult to make. Many of us carry these messages into our adulthood without ever questioning them. Why money is so important, you have to work hard and all that. But sometimes the financial lessons learned growing up may not be enough for the life that we're building. So as we grow up, we realize that it's not all about money. You can have money today and tomorrow is gone. Then what? Something happens, you are left with nothing. And then we started this online business, and we decided that, I work as a nurse. Each time I get paid, it's all gone. Pay the bills, I haven't got anything to save. And I'm never there for my family. And this business gave me that opportunity to invest in myself, to use the current career to build my other source of income, to secure for my future, to have something that will continue to pay me, rather than to keep worrying that where am I going to get the money for today and pay what needs to be paid. So today, what we're saying here, just secure your future. Build something on the side. Invest in yourself. We know that a lot of people come into business thinking that it's a free business. Then they will start building money, or they will start getting the money when the business starts. But no, you need to secure a career. Once you work and create that sort of income, earn that money, and build something on the side that will pay you, and let your money work for you. Once you invest in yourself, like we are doing now, our business is running in the background. I don't need to be there all the time, and the income keeps coming. That is what we are talking about. Money is an important source in our life. You cannot survive without money. For you to put food on the table, you need money. For you to travel, you need money. So you have to invest in something, rather than to just live on hand to mouth, or live to cash in hand and you spend it. If you build something that will pay you continuously, you will never run dry. That is what we are talking about here, about money. I know in the past, our parents never used to talk about money. They used to just tell us to get a job and to pay our ways. That's how we used to live. But in this day and age, we have to save up. You have to create extra income, and also secure something for your retirement, to know that there is something on the side that will carry you on. Because there is a time limit when you can work. You cannot work up to your 60s, 70s, 80s. You need to put something on the side that will carry you on. Our parents didn't have that. They only have their wealth in what they had as cattle, they had livestock. That's where their money was. But we don't have that lifestyle. So we need to have that extra source of income that will continue to pay us even when we are not there. Thank you so much, Davina. I will put it back to you.
Thank you, Sister Sita, in terms of the insights, and I agree on what you're saying that what our parents normally taught us. For me, it's just a mom. So sometimes what you have to do is you have to put your needs first. You have to wait. You have to go without certain things you really want, and you have to make those sacrifices because you have to always put your families first. I've just seen all this as a child. I've done all this and I'm still doing it. There are many times when I would desire something. When I woke up, I will have something in my hand, I'll pick up and I'll think twice before I even buy it. Do I need this? Growing up is seeing, the concept about money very differently. You realize that my parent did teach me something not just about money, is about they told us about survival, responsibility, dignity, and love. Money meant, like, for example, like you said, paying food, paying bills, paying groceries, paying mortgage, meant helping when people need it, helping when you want to do some charity work, assist, like you if you belong to any religious organization, or you have to faith-based organization. And one message stayed with me more than anything: don't depend on someone else to take care of you. Learn to stand on your own 2 feet, as Sister Sita has been given in her message. The message helped me when I would say is when I lost my dad. When you lose a responsible parent who provides you the source, it makes you very independent. It feels like it taught me how you have to work hard, not only on for working for someone else, but working hard on yourself. Took me to take responsibilities and the choices in my own life. I got older, I realized I had so much responsibilities, I have to take it forward. So I have to be very calm and content. And sometimes, we do inherit a lot of what information we can, and it does somehow limit us in many ways. Of when we are growing up, we grow up money, that, like Sister Sita mentioned, we we have to always remember, people like us, we think that, we don't become wealthy, save your money. These are some of the messages we are brought up. And carrying those messages when you're growing up, even till now, when you realize it, you work hard, your salary, you save, you spend on the norm needs that is required. By the time you see your bank balance, you feel uncomfortable, but when you see it dipping away, you feel like upset, and then you have to wait for another paycheck. And that is a bit sad that we humans are falling into that. But in this online business, what changed for myself and Sister Sita is that it gives us that leverage, that flexibility, gives us choices, option, that even if we tend to lose our 9 to 5, we can build on this business, work on this business, learn skills, make networks, friends, we become families, we share ideas, knowledge, lessons, best practice. You can ask questions, you get 24/7 support, you have a global community. We have um, we have teams, we have groups where they can help you in growing your business. You'll never left you will not be left alone, because we understand and we all wanted change. So that is it, guys, from today's session. If you'd like to know more on what we are talking about, you can connect with myself or Sister Sita. You can send us a message, a direct messages, or follow us on social media, and reach out to us by messaging us, and we will be happy to assist you on your journey. Sister Sita, would you like to add anything else?
No, no, I'm okay.
All right, guys, till then, take care till we meet again next week. Bye for now.